Somebody asked me the other day, I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to sleep. But the kingdom is coming to the Iraq.
Come on.
So as we see the kingdom coming to earth, as we see these things taking place, we have to have two witnesses. The Most High already wrote his story in the Shamayim. That is what we have with the Maserati. So if we see, we see the ram, we see the altar, we see the balance scales, we see in Virgo the virgin birth. Okay, so you can't tell me that Joseph is the father.
Come on.
Okay, so we have to just look into these things and we have to reject what the heathens give us, but don't be slack don't be slack and don't think that these heathens have not studied out this thing, because they have, and they twisted things. But we must be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, and we must investigate the matters. And I'm not going to take too much of your time today, but just investigate these things for yourselves, right? Check behind everything I'm telling you. Yeah, I guarantee we got a tar that's about to cross the intersect, right? I'm gonna say one more thing, y'all. Y'all might not like it. Yahushua was crucified on the cross. Okay? Y'all might not like it, but that's what it is. But it's not a cross that the heathens have given us. In the Greek, it's stauros, for an upright pole, an upright beam. Correct? But this upright pole or upright beam, it was in the shape of a tar. The same thing that's about to intersect in Little Egypt, Illinois next year. Okay, and this device was hijacked from the Greek, or by the Greeks, from the Phoenicians to use as a cruel instrument. So this is the historical background of the cross. So as they use it as a cross, and as they use it as an ankh in Egyptology, we know it to be the tar, because he is the olive and the tar. He's the strong ox and the covenant, and he completed that. So you can put the strong ox on the covenant and see the entire story of the Mashiach. What you can also do is look up into the Shamayim, and you can see the tar of, this is actually what Constantine was a worshiper of. He was a worshiper of the sun. So he says he looked up and he saw a cross and he had some divine. No, he was into astrology. So as we go further into our studies, as we go further into our walk, we just must be aware of these things, because now in this day and age, we got a lot of spirituality that's going on, and they're trying to really strip what the next thing is. They're gonna say, they call him JESUS. They say he never existed, and it's all about a certain consciousness. Well, I agree that it's about a consciousness, but I also agree that he came in the flesh. So that's the part they're trying to take from you. And if you're not careful, the star knowledge, all this deep science knowledge, which I'm not against science. I'm not against the stars. These are all creations of Elohim, but as the book of Romans tells us, he said they worship the created more than the created. So we're at a point in time where we have to rightly divide the word in truth. And so I just advise all of us. I advise all of us. I know life is busy, but we have to really, honestly, it's not about how many books you can read. It's really about how low you can get. So as we go into atonement or Act 1 mentality, we should be all speaking the same thing. We should be all doing the same thing at the same time. We should be getting low. We should be emptying ourselves out, right? And it might not be easy, It might not be easy, but no food, no water, no work. No food, no water, no work for a 24-hour period, sundown to sundown. And after that, we will be at a clearer consciousness. Because what happened on the trumpets, the sound went forth, right? We blew the trumpets, we sounded the alarm. The king is coming. Yes, we're festive at that time. It's real festive. Everybody's partying. The king is coming. But right before the king enters, there's a sense of awe. There's a sense of awe before the king enters, because he's a judge. And he's a strict judge. He's not playing no kind of games with none of this. So once the king comes in and judges, he's gonna say, you ain't make it. You ain't make it. Come on, man. And that's how it's gonna be. It's not gonna be a whole lot of us entering in like we think. Hard facts, hard pills to swallow in the last days. So as the king enters, it's a sense of awe. That's why I said 10 days of awe. But you atone, right? Now, once the atonement takes place, then we can see who is going to be able to dwell in Sukkot with the king. Then we can go into Sukkot and we can tabernacle into eternity. And that is what the celestial bodies are trying to tell us. So at this age, we're in an age of what they would call intellectual age, or the age of knowledge. In constellation talk, the age of Aquarius, as you've heard, and the age of Delhi, the age of the pouring out of the Ruach. But the Ruach is a wind force. So they will tell you that the Aquarius symbol is an actual air symbol. The Aquarius symbol is actually an air symbol, even though it's the mem. It's a Hebrew mem, two mems on top of each other. If y'all look it up, the Aquarius symbol is two mems stacked on top of each other. That's Hebrew. And the mem represents chaos. It also represents blood. It also represents life. But you have these two mems sitting on top of each other. So now what you have is truth and you have deception coming at you at an all-time high. And you need to be able to decipher between that. You need to be able to discern between that. But it's actually an air force. It's actually an air symbol. So it's a deceptive symbol off top because it's water that you're looking at, but it's an air symbol. And the air, we already know, is the Ruach HaKodesh. So as the Ruach rains down knowledge in these last days, we have to just be cognitive and conscious of what we allow to come into our inner man, into our nefesh. Our nefesh is a whole being. We got our nefesh, and we have our Ruach, and we got another one. Nefesh or Ruach. And, there's another word for this soul. The nefesh. So your nefesh is like your whole being, right? The Ruach is like the wind force. But as we allow these things into our inward man, we have to be able to reject. We got to be able to rebuke and reject false neshama. So these are the three spiritual aspects that we would know, right? But how they enter into us, we have to be able to stay guarded. But what we want to do is be vaccinated against false doctrine. A lot of people are being slack at this time and just accepting a lot of doctrine, right? Yeah. A lot of doctrine and say, it don't really matter. We're going to sort it out at the time. That's not how Yahushua will move. Yahushua said, don't even bid them good speed that I'm teach the same doctrine. So if he said that, why aren't we saying that? So yeah, we're accepted to the point, okay, everybody's at different levels, but at some point in time, because at one point in time he winked at sin, but now he called for all men to repent. So when do we start repenting? And I wouldn't wait till later because tomorrow's not promised. I will repent now. And that's what he's calling us to do on tomorrow Eve. So with that, I'll leave you with that. I say Shabbat Shalom, Miss Parker, and I love God.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. He lead me back to top of God. Hallelujah. All praises to the Most High. Toda Rabban Haki for sharing that. Hallelujah. It was almost that you were looking in over my shoulder. Because I'm going to give a little picture of what you have shared with, what you shared, hallelujah, dealing with the atonement at one with the Father, hallelujah. The atonement is the most sacred days. It's a do or die right here. If you go back to Jordan, I'll get it in a minute. But before we do that, hallelujah, I want to welcome all our guests. Hallelujah, all our guests. I want to just say welcome to Kingdom Life Assembly. Welcome to our Shabbat gathering. Hallelujah. All of you all, some of you from near, far. Hallelujah. We're just glad that you saw fit and you had an unction to come to fellowship and to be in service with us. Hallelujah. I just want to say again, Toda Rabban to you all. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Hallelujah. On one of our dear good friends, who talk about the end times. Elder Anderson, D.L. Anderson, we have his daughter, Poti Island. So glad to have you. Hallelujah. Her parents are in Virginia. Hallelujah. But she's here and gave a phone call. Her mother did, said, she's coming your way. So hallelujah. It's powerful when a parent can say, I'm going to trust you with my child. I'm going to trust you. I don't take that lightly. That is an honor, hallelujah, for somebody to feel like that. So I'm so glad that you were able to make it, hallelujah. Also, today, y'all, how many was at Young Terror? How many was at Terror Fest? How many were there? How many were there? Y'all? You mean I keep burning time out that quick? Y'all bring overload. Hallelujah. Well, one of the righteous artists of truth music, he ministered through song there. And yesterday, he sponsored an event. The Most High laid on his heart to go and do some kingdom work by serving the serving the community. And he didn't know this, but we did a teaching something was a servant of the servant. What it is to operate in servitude. If you really want to be humble, learn to be a servant. True humility begins in servitude. You can't say you're humble and you expect to be served. To be humble is to serve.
Sir.
Come on, bring it out, bring it out. Come on.
Will's mission, serving.
Yes, yes.
Being a light.
Come on.
And today he's here, and I told her, I said, you just can't come here. I don't think you can't really do kingdom work on Shabbat. So we don't ask Kello to come in his own way. Hallelujah. And I think is Uniqua still here? Is he here? He had to leave. But I know we have another artist here. Hallelujah. So she don't know I'm gonna call on her, but I'm gonna call on her. I don't even know her name, so I guess y'all know who she is. Y'all who forgot?
Oh boy.
Got a yaka.
Hallelujah.
You want to go to this
Do you want me to end it? Do you want me to end it?
No, I'll take it. Can you walk her out to the car?
Ain't no music, so I'm just gonna go off top of the dome and let y'all know, let's, let the Ruach just flow through.
Hallelujah.
Simple as that. And that is, dear Heavenly Father, thank you for putting me in a place of being, because I know without you, then I ain't nothing, a thing. Filthy rags is simply the righteousness of anything that I can come up with. Without you, it's nothing. It doesn't exist. For true is the all-existing one, and I'm going to follow you. Yes, you sent your son, so you follow through. I know that, and I'm going to be with you one day. I pray for that. To all my family, I love you, and that's a fact. And I ain't falling back as long as he got me, because if I fall, it better be in love. I just want you, because you hold me tight, close like a glove, keeping your hands on me. I know the whole world is in your hands, and you ain't never letting go. See, that's true. That's the reason why I can flow to you. Off the top of the dome, I ain't talking Lucas Oil Stadium. The shoot got me getting like a stadium. And now we ain't compete, we just keep going and never breaking up. Cause I know that we fell off before. That's the reason why we gotta do daily atonement, right? Flick this flesh. Cause I don't wanna be that mess no more. I wanna grow like the rose of concrete. Just use me. Heavenly Father, I just thank you once again. So, family, that's it.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Now, after Shabbat, you may have some CDs. You don't have his CD. I encourage you to get his CD. So support our Hebrew brothers, all right?
Hallelujah.
Don't just wait till it come on the radio. And sisters. Hallelujah. So support him. Who don't have a fellow CD? Who don't have it? All y'all got it? Oh, I'm gonna buy one for you. Now y'all raise your hands. You got book 1 and 2? Well, hallelujah. Who don't have book 2? All y'all got, you don't have book 2? All right, I'm gonna buy you book 2, all right? So right after Shabbat, you can give it to her, because technology is amazing. We do it right after Shabbat, and it's in your account. Hallelujah. All right, there you go, hallelujah. Your Hakanah, am I saying it right? Yakahana, like Pocahontas, but Yakahana.
Oh.
But Coach, you know who you are, hallelujah. Come on up here, so glad to have you, hallelujah. Where is you from? Where is you from?
Okay.
Sissy, all right, Sissy.
No, I'm not.
Oh, Sandusky. Well, let's still look at state. Welcome to the Hoosier Man. Hallelujah. So glad to have you. Hallelujah. Do you need YouTube to log in, or I don't know if you got music.
I do have some music that I could sing to, and maybe I can do it with you.
Okay. Can we just connect from that YouTube, and then if they want to, I don't know if it's on the phone.
Well, if you can pull up on YouTube, yes, ma'am.
Oh, there you go. Hallelujah. I'll let you go here and kind of give you a brief bio of who you are and everything. So glad to have you. Well,
Can I get just a little more this microphone? But I'm just so honored to be here. Me and my armor bearer, Yasatari. I'm Yakana. Okay, Yakana. I am from Ohio. Okay, some of y'all might have been at Cedar Point. Ever heard of Cedar Point? No? Yes? Okay. Well, I live 2 minutes from Cedar Point. That's where we live. Sandusky is right between Toledo, Ohio, and Cleveland, Ohio. But we came down to support our brother Mikel. Man, that's a special brother right there. We recently met and kind of connected at one of the feasts, and he is also connected to one of our other brothers in Sandusky. His name is Yashiaku. And we all kind of met and connected a little, and Michaela was so nice to even do a song with me. Maybe we can do that song too. But I'm not going to be before you long. I just bring you greetings from the Most High. Maureen was talking about supporting and sewing and serving. And that was right in the vein of what we had our fellowship at the hotel today. Me and Yasatari, we do a podcast. And it was about support and serving and sewing and giving. And people think that, people start to think that it's just a financial thing, but you understand your time, your energy, your words of edification. You don't even have to be in the same vicinity. You can be across the world and still support somebody. But we think we think about support, and it's very vain, and everybody wants support. All right. But real leaders, and Maureen started touching on that, real leaders, they're givers by nature. They give so they can't give anymore. And everybody want to be a leader. But don't nobody want to have the characteristics of a leader. So when your moray is pouring into you, and your imas and your leaders are pouring into you, they're giving to you. They're giving to you. And the Bible tells us it's better to give than to receive. because many people need to receive, right? But when is it, how many people that you see just freely want to give and give and give and give and give? That's a characteristic that is very seldom seen. So I'm just saying that to add to what Nora said, told us for bringing that out. Y'all give to your leaders here. Allow their leadership not just to really take from them, but start to pour them into them. Because they deplete themselves for you all. I don't even know why I'm going here, but they deplete themselves for you. And they need to be restored. So who's called to restore? Galatians chapter 6, restore. Please. Because the leadership, they need to be restored as well. You know? Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You ready? Let's do, it's called Revelation 19. Maybe y'all might know this one. So I hope y'all can just join in with me and let's just worship. Hallelujah, salvation. Hallelujah, salvation and glory, honor and power unto Yahuwah our God. For Yahuwah is mighty, yeah, Yahuwah our God is omnipotent. Yahuwah our God, He is wonderful. Can you help me say it?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Salvation and glory, honor and power unto you. For Yahuwah is mighty. Yes, Yahuwah is omnipotent. He is wonderful. Hallelujah. Salvation and glory, honor and power unto you, for Yahuwah is mighty, Yahuwah is omnipotent. All praises be to Yahusha, our King, and Yahuwah, our Yah. He is wonderful. All praise be to Yahusha, our King, and Yahuwah, our Yah. He is wonderful. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. He is
All praises be to Yahusha, our King, and Yahuwah, our Yah. He is wonderful. Praises be to Yahusha, our King, and Yahuwah, our Yah. He is wonderful. Hallelujah to Yahusha, our King, and Yahuwah, our Yah. He is wonderful. Hallelujah. He is Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Glory to Yahuwah Elohim! Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Woo! Yes! Hallelujah! Yahuwah! Hallelujah! He is wonderful! Hallelujah! All praises! All praises! Woo! Woo! Hallelujah! He is wonderful! Woo! Hallelujah!
What the Most High will do.
Hallelujah.
You just don't know. All praises to the Most High.
Hallelujah.
We certainly give praises. Hallelujah. To
Hallelujah.
minstrels. Hallelujah. They sing
Hallelujah.
true music. Ain't
Hallelujah.
gotta worry about nothing is hot. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Just give the Most High praise. Hallelujah. We certainly bless him on today. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Make sure y'all after Shabbat, make sure y'all get her CD. Hallelujah. How much are the CDs?
Whatever they want to donate, that's whatever it is.
Can we Zavia, your information so we can put it in the chat so people can get in contact with you and send a hallelujah.
Yes, sir.
Hallelujah. So Zoom, we're not gonna forget about you all. We're gonna put it in the chat with you all. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All praises. Hallelujah. Okay. All right, what we gonna do, man, so much is gonna be done. All right. Listen, what we're gonna do, Karuna offering, hallelujah, and where the Most High lays on your heart. Now, let me say this. because I shared it with the leadership team, the feast day leadership team, and the reason why is the offering for the weekly Shabbat is not just about rent space. You understand? It's not just about paying our insurance, making sure that we never get, we get sued, we recover all the way around. But we know the feast days are coming. Hallelujah. And sometimes different ones do not have the funds. You understand? We had, you'll be surprised of the number of people that came to feast day and they just didn't have it. Did we sweat them? Did we say you can't come to feast? No. However, much is given, much is required. And so I'm asking you all to continue your support in Kingdom Life on your weekly Teruma offering. Hallelujah. She comes around. We got to buy another table. Hallelujah. I guess that one just finally gave out. Hallelujah. But I appreciate you all that you do what you do give. Hallelujah. If you can you put our cash? Can we do that? Hallelujah. If you want to give our cash app, hallelujah. You can, I tell you what, you can go to the website. Go to www.kingdomlifeassembly.com. There is a donate button. Hit that donate button and go ahead and give that $1,000. Hallelujah. And the Most High bless you real good. Hallelujah. But you can go to the website. Hallelujah. But we do appreciate the feast days are coming up. And can y'all enjoy Teruah Fest? Oh, Father. It was lit. Hallelujah. It was fire. Hallelujah. From Mr. Charlie to Zakeem Sauls, he turned up. Hallelujah. And it was just, if you wasn't there, I can't really begin to describe the atmosphere. Now, let me say this. Aki Byrne made mention about it, but regardless of what we may think from a weekly Shabbat, there's one commonality that we have, and that's the feast days. The feast days puts us in a card. The feast days put us all together. Whether you say shalom, shalom, baloney, or whatever you say, hallelujah, it puts us all together. Right there in the feast day, because it's commanded. Now, we can debate, argue with, it's a day of rest, and my weekly Shabbat, I'm going to stay. Okay, I ain't tripping on that. Is that what you want to do? Watch us on Zoom, whatever. But on the feast days, he commanded us, he said it should be a set-apart gathering. It's for us to come together. So Kingdom Life will be, we are putting together Sukkot. Hallelujah. Matter of fact, let me just go into that. Let's go into that slide. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Let's go into that slide real quick. I had to change microphones. And so kind of get this worked out. Now, anybody got skills on mixing and all that? Hallelujah. We need people. The Most High brought you here. That means there's a job for you. Hallelujah.
What slide you need?
That is a mixer to mix things. Hallelujah. All right, let's get it. Take me down to slide. We're not doing all 75 slides. This is part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. So take me to slide 51. We got 3 hours left, y'all. So y'all thinking, you can hear by yourself. Awake it or not, y'all will walk out. Let's go down right here in 51. Go right there. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I'm gonna get these housekeeping stuff out of the way, and I'm gonna land back on a little bit what I keep Byrne said, dealing with atonement. Hallelujah. I put something out there with the elders because when we say stuff, we need, as I think Byrne was talking about, we need to make sure that we're not mimicking what the Ashkenazi said.
Yeah, say that.
It may sound similar,
But in order to hide, that means they know. That's why they conceal it. That's why they hide it, because they know. Now, what we have to do is like dig down. If you dig deep enough, you'll hit water.